Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Chris Perron here at Perron Chiropractic in Reston, Virginia, just a few minutes outside of Washington, D.C. And in this episode of our learning series, I'm going to discuss cold and flu symptoms. Yes, cold and flu. What the heck does that have to do with chiropractic? Well, no, I'm not going to help you fix your cold or your flu. But what is a cold and flu? It's really just our body fighting something, right? It's our immune system kicked in and trying to fight a bacteria or a virus that's taken over on some level. And so we got a little battle going on in there and we step up. Thankfully, most of the time we win that fight and we move on with our lives. But what if we could get through it a little faster? What if you could get through it without faster and better to therefore you may not need antibiotics? Because antibiotics, although they certainly help a lot of stuff, there is a price you pay each time you take it with like blasting your gut out, which by the way is where most of your immune system is housed. So what about that next fight? Is your army depleted as a result of, the help that you got last time? So leave the antibiotics and medication in general as absolutely if necessary and truly absolutely if necessary. So it's not against that. It's just, what if there's a better way? And that's what we discuss with our patients. And most of the people we see for cold and flu, it's just patients that we see anyway. And they happen to get a cold or happen to have the flu. And in the neck especially, the joints that are out of place there sometimes, well, when they are, neurologically, this is where our immune system is coordinated. So neurologically, our brain has to tell, hey, send this here, do that there. We need a little this help, that help. Hey, keep that strep in check. Did you know that strep is actually in your throat constantly? So when you get strep throat, it's really just a situation where that strep kind of grew too much. And your body just needs to get it back in check at the amount that it's supposed to be. So it's that, right? It's homeostasis. It's how do we keep everything in check? And so if the joints are out of place in your neck, that is going to make your system not be functioning as fully and as at its best. And so what we do, we come along and we get things back where they're supposed to be. It's like hitting the fuse in your fuse box, like resetting the switch. It got blown out, and so that power is not working the way it should be. We flip the switch and ramp it back up. That's like reinforcing your own personal army, your immune system, to say, okay, now we're at full speed. Let's go get it. Let's get this job taken care of. Let's get it over with, and let's move on with our lives. So by getting evaluated, by making sure that you are at your best alignment-wise, that's how you can potentially get a lot of help with colds and flus. Here's the best thing and the real secret here. The odds of you getting a cold or a flu go way down when things are actually set up correctly. Because that's, if your immune system is really working at its best, that means it's going to stop it at the gate most of the time. It's not going to get through to where you have this noticeable symptomatic battle. We come in contact with bacteria and viruses all day long, and we're supposed to. And you know what? Our bodies are supposed to be able to handle it. And they do most of the time. So if you want to just make sure you're operating at your best so that you are not down for the count any more than you need to be, come in and get checked out. If you have any questions about any of that, always feel free to give us a call, send us an email. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and we look forward to meeting you.